Any lineup changes from the other night?
Urson net. Fed's backing up. And the lineup, as far as the other guys, stays the same.
Urson obviously skated on his own yesterday. How refreshing for you, or how confidence boosting is this for you to have your number one guy back?
Well, I just want to get him playing again.
You've had Ryan Poehling up, a little up in the lineup lately. Have you liked what he's done up there?
Yeah. I put him between TK and Tip. I wanted to get some speed in there. He has certainly shown that. Still not sure, if it stays. TK scores a couple of goals, but it wasn't within that line. It was in other situations. I think they've developed some offense. I'm going to stay with it for a little bit here, and it balances out things for me too. I'm trying to play four lines because we have so many games coming up, forecasting here. So I've been trying to divvy up the minutes that way. So we'll see where it goes. But he's really good defensively, really good between the blue lines. I just want to see that a little bit better, just some selections offensively when we get in the offensive zone. Hopefully something meshes with the other two guys.
I guess the flip side of that is there's been some games where Sean Couturier's ice time has been down a little bit. Is he fine with that? Is he happy with his role? Is he everything? Have you seen him respond, I guess, to that? He's got assists in the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's made a couple of plays. I forget when they were. I don't go around polling the locker room as far as is everybody happy, but there's no. It's just how it's divvied up as the game goes on, and I think Cates's line's taken ice time from a lot of lines because I've had to put him that way. So as far as how the minutes go is how the minutes go. I took Coots away from TK. I just want to see some more speed in the middle to see if it works. And again, like I said, I'm not sure. We're just going to stay status quo here as the lines and see where it goes.
John, you mentioned about Noah Cates a few seconds ago. With him, why do you think the offense is starting to come? Because the defense, he's always been strong defensively from the jump. That first year he scored points, but maybe a lot of that was just because of how many minutes he was getting. This year it seems like he's become a more efficient offensive player, at least in the last month and a half.
Yeah, for me, and it's a great question to ask him because we have pounded on him about taking chances and not defaulting to his strength, and that continues. The biggest thing when I see him play is that from his first year to now, his first year he was just chipping pucks in. He was dumping the pucks in. He was forechecking. I don't think his stick is as good as it is right now. The biggest asset that he brings us right now is he holds on. He's so strong on pucks and holds on to pucks. Holds on to pucks, then looks to make a play. Doesn't just hold on to puck to hold on to a puck. I think he has an anticipation skill that is developed from within himself. Maybe that's his way of taking a chance, is holding on to the puck longer. The communication to him from the coaching staff was to take a chance. How he processes taking a chance, I think, is happening. That's the one that sticks out to me, Charlie, is he just has the puck more. And he won a lot of battles his first year, but then kind of just gave it back. He just pushed it to another area. Now he's looking to make something happen once he wins that battle. And he has that line, I think, is with him leading the way, at least with stick on pucks, to keep on forechecking, to keep on creating turnovers. I think the other two are following behind him. But the biggest improvement with Casey is he holds on to it, and then now he's anticipating, looking to try to find someone to make an offensive play.
He's gotten better defensively too. Like I'm thinking to the goal a couple nights ago where he basically manufactures a goal for Travis Konecny with that forecheck.
Yes.
Is that something that you've seen develop in his game as well?
Yeah. I think he has minutes help, right? Confidence-wise, being put into situations and succeeding helps confidence-wise. I think it's just grown. And I think it's helped him defensively. I think he's so confident in his positioning. We have stressed tracking back and reloading. With the situation we've had with our goaltending, we have stressed that tremendously the past month or so. It feeds into him. He does it anyway. It just feeds into him. And then the way he's broken up plays and has just put stick on pucks to get going the other way, I think has grown. And I think Tyson's game has been better by Tyson himself and playing with Casey. And I think Bobby Brink, who goes very unnoticed because he hasn't scored, we need to get him to score a goal. But I think his battle level and his positioning defensively and understanding the other side of puck has helped that also. So that line was put together in order I was doing some other lines, and that kind of was thrown together. And now that's our line that we kind of rely on. So like I said, if a coach tells you they know exactly this guy's going to play well with that guy, they're full of shit. Because that happened by accident because I was doing other stuff with other lines.
John,
Go ahead,
No, go ahead.
Ladies before gentlemen.
Well, I was just, the last two games with Ivan in net, it seemed like the defense really clamped down, and maybe part of that's because he hadn't played in so long, they really wanted to focus on the defense. How do you make sure that keeps going and translates with, even though Sam's in net now?
Yeah, well, I think let's just go to the last two games against Toronto. I think they had 11 scoring chances in Toronto. I think they had 9 or 10 the other night. We had, I forget what we had in Toronto, but had 18 or 19 the other night in our building. I'm hoping, and this is where the result counts. We don't get the results. I think we could have 4 out of 4 points. We only get 1 out of 4, right? With players, they need to see the result to keep believing that it's working. I'm hoping, and this started with a conversation at the 6 o'clock or whatever our last meeting was for the game, is that we are going to play in front of Fitz because of the hell of a spot I'm putting him in. I said, we are going to play in front of him. And they all did. And I think it's helped our game even offensively, creating some chances off it, but we don't get the result. It's going to come at him tonight. We have Urs, who hasn't played in a bit. We have to play better in front of him. I'm just hoping some results come out of it so they see that this works. They know it works. We started scoring goals, and now in the past couple games we just haven't found our way. Special teams have hurt us a little bit. We just haven't scored. Like in the first period the other night, to go up 2-0 would have been huge, and we had chances, but we just didn't get that next play. That's what's missing in our game, the next big defensive play or the next big offensive play to extend something. A huge penalty kill. We have 2 really good penalty kills the other night, then we don't get it done, and it snowballs. So the message is going to be the same. I'm just hoping the guys believe that this is the way we have to go.
It seems like it's a mental thing, right?
It's belief. But belief for where we're as a team and as far as where we're at our rebuild and where we're at with our goaltending this year, you need to have belief in that we have to really concentrate. If we're going to do this together, we need to help. We need to limit scoring chances until we get ourselves solidified in net. And you need to believe that's going to help us win hockey games. So mental, yes. This isn't a physical skill. It's a belief in doing it together as a team and kind of helping out your buddies here until we get solidified there.
With Mishkov, I think he's kind of faulted offensively a little bit. 2 points in his last 12 games. Just how closely do you guys maybe monitor how he's doing, and also just with it seems like he'll wear it on his face a little bit when he's not scoring.
He probably played one of his better games in over a month and gets nothing the other night. It's similar to what I thought it was one of our better games in quite a while. The special teams, we needed something on a power play, just some sort of momentum. We needed one more kill. I think we take too many penalties. But the 8 shots, 3 missed the net also. He was involved. His legs were there. It's the first time I've seen his legs in a while. And that is that's going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now, the second half of the year, it's going to happen. And we certainly are cognizant of how we can help them in that way. I think that's one of the first things in the off season that we need to address is proper diet, proper conditioning in a National Hockey League season. He's not used to it. And I think he's readily admitted to it, too, that it's kind of run him down a little bit. The other night, after him and Lotz hit each other, Lotz comes back. I'm glad Lotz came back. I said, but where the hell is Mish? And it took a while because of an interpreter. It's a gong show with that, and it's the right thing to do, that concussion protocol. It was a gong show because he doesn't understand, and they have to ask questions. I couldn't wait to get him back because he's playing that good. So I'm hoping he grows off the other night. He's another one that is driven by results. He wants goals. He wants assists because he feels that that's the way you show. But he played really good the other night. I hope he gets some luck tonight and continues to play that way.
You mentioned all the scoring chances. You mentioned all the scoring chances you've been creating, and I guess I don't know if there's an answer to this, but can you coach finish? Like we saw the goal, the chance Tippett had at the end of the game when Michkov set him up and he just pulled right through the crease. Can you coach finish?
It's hard because I think coaches can manufacture, offense, and that's instead of driving wide and going behind the net and trying to stuff play, bring it to the far post. We've done a much better job bringing the puck to the far post and creating offense off of that. I think bringing 3 high in between your D and low to high and have 3 up there and foul up the defense and have some odd mans up there and getting pucks in that, that's coaching offense. But to tell a player like Tip, why the hell didn't you hit the net there? Or maybe you should turn your body this way. Are you kidding me? They would laugh me out of the locker room. So you just hope something, like with Mish, you just hope something good happens. That's a play that we haven't seen too much in Philly. Seam, right? We make a seam play, and we don't make many of those in our power play. We have the goalie pulled 6-on-5. You don't see too many of those seam plays, and it was done perfectly except the finish. You keep on just trying to help him with confidence, and you, especially with Tip, because he has a lot of shots deflected the other night. He has a number of shots wide. It's certainly a conversation I have with Tip, I have had, that he's just got to miss in the net. And I'm not saying miss scoring a goal, but miss in the pipes, and because then rebounds happen. Those are conversations I have. But to overcoach it, they'd throw me out of the locker room.
With regards to Sam, and I know you're not going to talk about the specifics of injuries, but going back to the last time, he got banged up, he came back, he got re-injured. This time, he's coming back pretty quick. Mm-hmm. Why are you guys confident that won't happen again?
Well, I don't know if it's not going to. He's healthy. He would not be here if we didn't get the okay from the trainers, from the medical people. He is healthy. This is a guy. And it's a legit question. This is a guy that had no injuries for a couple of years, and now is going bang, bang, bang. And it's certainly, it puts you into a pause as far as what's going on. But we're not going to overthink it. Sometimes it's circumstance, it's tough luck, whatever it may be. It's something we have to monitor as we build our goaltending back out again here. And Sam is still in the process of being evaluated. That has to be in our evaluation. But I'm not going to overthink, is he injury prone? Because he's gone through a couple of seasons where there's been no problems. It just has happened this way, and it's been kind of highlighted when Sam has been kind of thrusted into this number 1 role because of prior stuff that went on with Carter, as far as him leaving earlier. So it puts more of a focus on it and our struggles with our other 2 guys. He's healthy. We would not put him in the net if he wasn't totally ready to go. And I'm just hoping he just finds his game quickly.